Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday Talks with the Green Bay Doulas. I am Emily Jacobson. We're here again with Jenna Reimer, a financial advisor, and we are talking about now how to plan for a baby. If
Right.
you missed last week, we talked about just basic what is financial planning, so make sure to check that out. But how do you plan for a baby?
I don't think there's any true plan.
Right.
No one's ever completely ready, but there are things you can do to definitely get more ready than what you would be if you did nothing, right? So number one thing I think is making sure that financially you're as stable as you can be. So creating an emergency fund and having a little bit of savings built up is really important. I feel like when you know that you have that extra cush, obviously when you have a baby, you're going to be going on maternity leave. You're going to have a little bit of lost income there. So we want to make sure we're starting to save up for that and be able to make everything work. The other thing that you really, want to do is make sure you have a financial plan in place. Because when you have that plan in place already, you can, adjust it as needed as time goes on. But I think having a plan in place helps keep you on track. That'll help that savings a lot more as we get into, getting closer to having the baby and beyond. Because let's be honest, kids don't stop being expensive.
They just keep
just
coming.
after you have them. The expenses get bigger
They do.
as you go. Yes. So, and then the last thing too that I would recommend, just kind of off the top of my head, is reviewing your group benefits at your employer. Figuring out what your benefits are for short-term disability, if you have any. Are you going to have any income coming in when you're on your maternity leave? What are you going to do coming back from work? Are you going to adjust the amount of time you're there? Are you, we have to plan for daycare expenses if you're going back to work. Maybe for some people, it might be a better option for someone to stay home. So those are all things that we can help you plan for. We can help you look into. We can, talk you through. But having that financial plan in place, making sure that you have your insurance program set up, because life insurance is so important when you have kids. And then, kind of setting yourself up to be successful after the baby comes and beyond, because the expenses are not going to stop, unfortunately.
They don't. And too, looking into benefit wise, labor support and postpartum care sometimes are covered by HSA or flex spending.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just don't know that's something that can be done.
Right.
So it just takes a little looking into, and sometimes you can call and they say like, no, we don't. But then you look on their website and it says they do.
Yep.
So it's just something sometimes you have to do a little bit digging. And here at Green Bay Doulas, we help our families kind of navigate that to the best that we can. So that's something they do too.
Absolutely. And when we're planning, when you find out you're expecting, if this is something you want to work at, we can definitely help you budget in how you can contribute to your HSA, how to set one of those up, work on, getting you in a position where you're doing these things over time and it's not one huge expense right at the end, adding extra stress to an already huge life change.
Right.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
trust
thank
me.
you.
It doesn't get cheaper. I have 4, and I feel like as my oldest gets older, the things get smaller and the price tags get bigger. So we
That's
just
true.
adjust.
Yeah, and daycare is very expensive.
Yes.
It just is what it is. So, maternity leave is not paid for a lot of people. So it's
Yep.
something they really have to plan ahead for. And
Yeah.
I think that even just putting a little bit aside and maybe not going to Starbucks, that stuff really adds up, and you could be amazed what you could actually save.
Yeah, when people do budgets with us, a lot of times they're like, wow, I didn't realize how much money I had that I don't even know what I'm doing with it. And that can be a game changer. If you have $500 a month that you're just spending wherever, which sounds like a lot of money, but really that's probably a pretty average number for people that are just spending money that they don't really know where it's going.
Sure.
I mean, even if you took half of that, that's $250 a month that you could be putting towards something meaningful. So there's a lot of impact we can have, and you don't have to have an enormous budget.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jen. I really appreciate it. All of our information is there, and thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for
And
having me.
Thanks for joining us for Tuesday Talks during Financial Planning Awareness.
Yeah, Financial
Month.
Awareness Month, tax month.
Yay! Have a good day, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.